Hi everybody, it's Carla. It is Monday and I just wanted to come on and show you a few things that I've made over the last few weeks that I've crocheted or I've made with a round knitting loom. And yeah, just kind of share them with you. These are not any that I followed a pattern for. This loomed hat, I just went around the green size loom. It's not the largest, it's like the one that makes adult size hats. And I just went around it with a Aran color or a light off-white at the bottom. And I let it just roll up to make a rolled up brim. And then red, and then the Aran color again. And then a dark gray and white marled looking yarn at the top. And then just a little fluff up there with some of the red yarn. Now I used 2 strands on that loom, so it came out nice and thick, and it's a really nice hat. This one is a crocheted hat and a cowl, and it's I don't know how it's coming through the camera, but it's actually like a soft pink and a mid kind of gray, and I just thought it was really pretty. And I actually went through an old knitting book and found some Fair Isle patterns and just tried my hand at just working a few rows of stitches just to add some interest to it. And again, it's got a little fluff up at the top, and the cowl's really nice and thick as well. This one I just started with like a granny square stitch, but instead of making squares, I just used the 3 double crochet stitches all the way across and just went back and forth, back and forth. It was my Stash Buster scarf. It's double thickness there. And so it's very long. It's as long as I am tall. And I just grabbed little balls of odd and end scrap yarn that I had accumulated and just made a multicolor scarf like you can see right here. And let me flip it over. And it's got more colors. So it's very pretty. It's an easy way to use up your leftover yarn and make a nice warm and long scarf, or what they used to call mufflers. And you wouldn't think it, but down in Alabama we do have quite a few really bitter cold days in the wintertime where cowls, hats, scarves, and shawls all come in handy. So let me show you over here. I hung this across a mirror out in this room. And this one I started last Friday. And I got it off of Fiber Spider on YouTube. And I started it Friday and I finished it Sunday morning. And it's all double crochet. And it's just the shaping that I got off of his tutorial. And it's called the Dragon Wing Shawl. And this yarn was from a Joann's that we picked up over in Mississippi. And it's their bulk yarn that you can get. And I had 2 big skeins of it, and it took most of the 2 skeins to do this really nice shawl. And I edged it around because I wanted to define the little points better than it was in the original pattern, at least for me, because my yarn was a little bit softer. And this yarn has a real kind of fuzzy halo to it, but as I crocheted it, it tightened it up some. But I'm thinking if I ever wash it in that, it's acrylic, that it would probably get that halo effect again. But right now it's just really crisp and pretty. And it's in shades of gray, pale lavender, green, and a aqua turquoise color. And I thought it almost looks like mermaid colors to me. So yeah, but it's very pretty. It's really short. You only start with 3 double crochets on one end, and then you end with this wide piece over here. So it's like a shawlette. It goes up around your shoulders, and the long piece, the long narrow piece, crosses over very nicely, and it just stays put. But it's not super heavy and hanging down to your waist like some shawls do. So I just wanted to share that with you. Let me cover it again and come back over here. And yeah, just scrap projects and with yarn I had on hand and yarn I'm trying to use up and make something pretty. And as my hands allow, because I do have crippling arthritis in my hands, I do try to do some projects like this, and sometimes I can't do anything with my hands, so the days I can work and do some handwork are really nice and special days for me. So I hope you like these projects, and I encourage everyone to keep crafting, and I'd love to see what you make with yours. Okay, we will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Bye.